Hey everyone, today we're going to look back at those hilarious moments, so get ready to laugh your heart out. Facing a powerful foe, hesitation wavered, then recalled how Nizu saved him from darkness and made a decision. Determined to save Nizu, he bravely handled every half hesitation until the a circumflex cyrillic letter 4 BBIQ tie mark letter 3CA paragraph times divide by 3 a pound sign cyrillic letter 4 3 circumflex mark acute a tilde stormed into micro cedilla quit let threquita let cyrillic letter 5 when it's in a circumflex hatchiclet one of in the micro divide by tilde circumflex image micro paragraph 5 through let pancapar the animals abandoned factory only to find the foes unarmed. While he hesitated and was confused, urgent footsteps came from behind. A girl slashed his glasses, making him wince. At that moment, hesitation realized losing an eye cost his time rewinding power. The enemies had planned this. Just as hesitation prepared to use telekinesis to defeat the enemy boss like a hero, he felt another pain. Girl stabbed his shoulder. Sudden pain sent hesitation's emotions soaring like a roller coaster, an adventurous battle. The struggle was like a bloody storm, and right next to the enemy boss, he felt a prick again. Turns out the girl had stabbed him again, and the sudden pain made hesitation lose it completely, causing everything around him to fall apart. Watching the enemy boss hastily flee, by the time Sui and the gang arrived. The scene was in ruins, enemies crushed. They found hesitation on the ground and moved on. Subtitles: They have finally located Shingur and Nizu with a trace of hesitation lingering. Subtitles: Faced with the enemy's conspiracies, they still lost their important companion, Shingur. Times early upon hearing the news, hesitation felt immense pressure. To his brother, Bear was more than a reliable companion. He is a close friend. Seeing his lost brother, he saw his past self, and his hesitation faded. He kept asking himself what he could do, and with patience's encouragement, hesitation hatched a daring plan. Since the vaccine's out, no new superhumans will emerge. Why not seize the chance to be a hero and grab all powers for a perfect end? While the plan was a bit crazy, to avoid a repeat tragedy, hesitation decided to go all in. He confessed his love to Nizu in another timeline. Nizu helped him become a better person, overcoming countless obstacles. It's this Nizu who continually captivated hesitation, and she promised to wait for him to return after snatching all the superpowers. Then they could finally be together, and the first step in the plan was to take away Nyx's superpowers. Hesitation shared the plan with everyone, and his brother decided to back him up. On the way back, Gao Cheng and Hei Yu also offered their powers. As a result, hesitation gained Gao Cheng's consent ability and Hei Yu's spirit summoning power, sacrificing Meisha's soul, yet she had no complaints. At that very moment, Hei Yu guessed that the letter his sister had left before their farewell, and he finally understood that his sister had always been by his side. Just as he was hesitating and preparing to set off, he met Nizu, who had waited long. She made a vocab book for hesitation to help with foreign languages. Finally, hesitation embarked on a global journey to plunder power users, leveraging his brother's connections. Subtitles: He successfully found the superhumans and stole their powers. As he continued to take powers from others, hesitation's fame soared, and he earned the nickname Lone Reaper. One day, he stumbled upon a superhuman base where there were countless soldiers training children to be weapons of war. He also discovered many latent superhumans lurking around, recalling what the old man in the lab had said. Using his pandemic powers to make their abilities emerge quickly for him to snatch away. With every power he stole, the hunt for him intensified, although he dodged dangers using various abilities. Fighting the whole world alone was exhausting. Along the way, hesitation witnessed various dark sides, and even encountered places where superpowers were used for good. However, even the healing powers used for good were snatched away, and hesitation took them all mercilessly. While he could have used healing powers to fix his own eye, he chose not to. He believed superpowers shouldn't exist in the world, and his goal was to restore the natural order. But as he collected more powers, his mind began to spiral, and his memories grew hazy. In constant danger, even when hesitation was confused and lost, his body had developed a reflex. When he saw his travel bag break open and the vocabulary book fall out, something clicked, and he swiftly took down the enemy. At that moment, hesitation was like a locust swarming through, leaving nothing but destruction in his wake. Each country he passed through saw the superhumans he had stolen from return to normal life. Yet hesitation's expression grew increasingly grim, and his actions became more reckless. Until one day, after completing a task, he began to mumble to himself, with nothing in his mind but the instinct to steal. As he was murmuring to himself, he gradually started to believe that he had transformed into a god. Just as he was about to become a supervillain, the vocabulary book fell from his grasp, and hesitation kicked it away in disgust. But then he spotted the book from a distance and hurriedly ran to it, shielding it with his body as if it were a treasure. The book served as a talisman, helping hesitation keep hold of his last shred of sanity. The mission of stealing was still ongoing, with hesitation adhering to the agreement made with patience. In this way, an indeterminate amount of time passed unnoticed. Subtitles, until eventually, after hesitation had taken away the boy's ability, he discovered there was merely one individual with powers remaining. Suddenly, a cold blade whizzed by, knocking hesitation unconscious. As he faced life and death, a girl stood in front of him without hesitation, seemingly under threat. Yet she didn't back down at all. In the end, he lost his superpower and was held at crossbow point, but what changed was the resolute spirit in his heart. Ultimately, he decided to take the plunge. Even though the journey would be tough, he was ready to give it his all. Dear viewers, if you truly enjoyed this story, please be sure to subscribe to our channel.